Hello everybody and welcome to Madrid. I've just traveled in one of the comfiest, slushiest, kind of like hag type of clothing. It's this beautiful cardigan from the latest collection from Notchi, which I'm loving. It's a mix of wool and cashmere. I completely fell in love with it when I saw it a couple of weeks ago in Paris during their press day. I thought it would be the perfect piece for traveling, very appropriate for the plane to Madrid. During that presentation, I also had the chance to speak a little bit with Valentin, who's the creative director of the brand, and pick his brains a little bit, have a little insight on what he's been doing for the brand, which honestly I've been loving. I don't know if you guys know the brand already. I mean, they specialize in doing cashmere, but lately they've been bringing out a couple of other things, revamping the brand and giving a little bit of a more layering in styling type of vibe to it, which is something I really enjoy. And so they brought out fabrics like this one, which are a little bit lighter and still something that even if it's cashmere and wool, we're still going to be able to wear during the warmer months as well. I also paired it with the matching scarf, and it's got this little sort of studs in there, which remind me of my little bit more rock and roll dressing days, but maybe let's make it classy now. It's very sort of a Lily Bass, Lily van der Woodsen type of vibes, which I'm loving, honestly. And there's also a matching pair of trousers that goes with it, which I'm thinking I might have to get. Told you this year I was gonna push myself to doing a little bit more styling with silver. So look at me doing a little bit more styling with silver. I also paired it with this bracelet, so there would be something else in silver to pick up from. I'm loving this type of Tubogas vibes. Very nice. This one's from a Parisian brand called Sag, and it's giving Bulgari vibes, which I'm loving. I think the ultimate traveling set would be this cardigan and then the matching trousers, and then why not doing this over here like I did this morning when we went to get coffee in Paris with some sunnies, and then you can travel a little bit incognito. Love it. All I need now is just a lovely sort of vintage convertible and I'm ready to go roam Madrid. We've done all of our unpacking. Tristan's done a little bit of sports. I haven't. I actually haven't done sports in quite a while, but that's a subject for another video. Anyway, I'm about to take my shower, get myself all nice and fresh, ready for dinner, because it's already 8:05 actually, and we are meeting our friend for dinner. Before we go for dinner, I thought I would open a little package I received and have a little look at which one I will be wearing for dinner. If you watched one of my recent styling videos I did, you will have seen I included this pair of earrings. They are from Heaven Mayhem, and this is what they look like. Lovely pair, honestly. The black part is a little bit like velvety, actually. I didn't know that. I thought it would be like lacquered. So that is what it looks like. A lovely piece. A very elegant statement with a vintage flair type of earring that I think is going to look so lovely with all the little looks I have planned for Madrid and for, you know, life, because I think those can be quite timeless, even if they're statement pieces. I can see myself wearing those for quite a while. And then something a little bit out there, and like still on this note of wearing a little bit more silver. These ones are from a brand called Jenny Bird. It's the first time I ever purchased something from them. They're a pair of silver earrings. Now this is what these ones look like. Their shape really caught my attention, and to be honest, I don't have anything like this in my collection. These ones are also gonna look quite lovely. They match quite nicely with the little bracelet I'm wearing today. But yeah, those are the other ones. I thought we'd unbox this together, you know, because I mean, we always have a little cheeky unboxing on this channel, don't we? So I guess this will be the cheeky unboxing of the trip. A little visit to the boutiques in Salamanca and a little bit of shopping at El Corte Inglés will be in the books for this days, I'm guessing. I haven't spoken to you guys in days, actually, which you obviously won't have caught up with here, but life's been a little bit maniac on sort of the backstage of things. We were about to move to Paris, which we still are, but we're just not moving to the flat we had found. And yeah, there was like a huge catastrophe. The place got all flooded. 3 flats actually got completely flooded. And this happened 3 days before our move, which honestly, I feel like we've been very blessed with this catastrophe happening, because then it means that, well, A, we weren't there, so like nothing happened to us, but also we're not going to be held responsible for fixing all that. And there's going to be between 4 and 6 months worth of works in that flat. So that's sort of what they're previewing. It was a beautiful Haussmannian place. Anyway, I'm diverting, gonna go do a little bit of tapeo for dinner. We're gonna go to a place called Las Tortillas de Gavino, and I'm very much looking forward to tasting it. I've been to Madrid a couple of times. There's actually a Madrid vlog from about a year ago, I think, or maybe a year and a half ago, which I'll leave linked up here somewhere if you guys want to see it, which I tried quite a couple of other restaurants. But this is my first time ever in Madrid with Tristan, so I'm very excited to be sharing this experience with him today. Also, the hotel is absolutely gorgeous. It's honestly beyond stunning, and the people in here have already been super lovely with us, very welcoming, and also very, you know, ready to serve. Oh wow, well, that's a change of lighting. The sun has set while I was in the shower. I was just finishing to get ready, and I wanted to show you this belt. It's from Maison Bonnet. I actually brought 3 of them with me on this trip, and I quite like the original buckles they do. They're all made in France, and it's actually a brand that dates back to 1858. So they've been out there for quite a while, and you can really tell why, because they're lovely. Obviously, the new silver earrings, Jenny Bird earrings, which will match the silver in the buckle beautifully. I actually have some pieces from Adele today. I like to opt for a quiet type of earring game for the airplane. For dinner, I think I'm gonna do something a little bit more statement like this. Will bring up an otherwise quite chilled look. And then for shoes, I'm gonna do a pair of ballet flats. I think we shopped for this ones together in my birthday vlog, so I will make sure to leave that vlog linked up here for you. Navy cashmere over the shoulders. That will be the full fit. Just a very chilled one. My little friendship ring in there with my friend Nancy, and then I've got Hermès ring, and that will be it. Are you ready? You want to show us your little outfit of the day? Look, we're kind of matchy-matchy without intention. Tristan's wearing the shirt we bought in Uruguay. You guys might have seen this shirt in the luxury shopping in Uruguay vlog. You want to do a little spin? Ooh, you're looking lovely. So lovely. This is from Sierra Mora. It's one of my favorite Uruguayan shops. And yeah, very, very nice. You've paired that with a lot of chains. You've got some new ones. I feel like you always get new ones in each and every single vlog. There's some sapphires in there, some quartz, very lovely one. And it's all set in like a raw silver type of thing. Very nice. Everybody. Breakfast was absolutely delish. We even had a wonderful tortilla española, so that was nice. We're not really much breakfast people, but when it comes to having a late breakfast and making it become a brunch, that's when they have my attention. Just had my shower, and I'm gonna get my hair ready, get my makeup ready, because I'm actually filming a video now that you will have seen a couple of videos ago. It's all about straw handbags for spring, summer. Well, that's an unexpected turn of events. I actually burnt my forehead during the last little curls. I'm just here cooling it down with a little bit of spritz. And then the lovely people at the reception said they're gonna get some cream. It's been cooling in there for a good 20 to 30 minutes. Maybe I'll just start doing makeup already. We've got the cream. Okay, so what is this even? What am I putting? Aceite de ricino. Can we do a little bit more blush? I feel like it's a little bit of a more blush type of day look. Because I'm gonna do this beautiful skirt by Nocci. I'm obsessed with the collection of Nocci for spring, summer, honestly. They have such beautiful pieces. And I think since we're gonna go to Museo del Prado, it would look very romantic to do a little bit of an A-line skirt I just finished filming a very Jane Birkin inspired, I would say, before the Birkin bag was the Birkin bag type of video. It was actually a selection of 12 different handbags for spring, summer, everything from the high street luxury, mid-luxury. I also added the same Jenny Bird earrings that I had worn for dinner yesterday. I quite like the type of lighting that they bring to the face. They just add a beautiful sort of extra light to the face, and I quite enjoy that. I might though change for the other ones now when we go out soon. I am gonna get changed. I'm still wearing little Charlie Joe ensemble, and I married that with another bracelet. I'm all about the chunky stuff today. We've got the chunky earrings, got a Zag bracelet as well, the same brand of the bracelet I was wearing yesterday. This morning I didn't actually get a chance to show you this one. This is the Charlie Show set I was telling you about. It's a brand that was funded 25 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, in the south of France. I think it was founded in the 2000s by a couple, and they had a child. They named it after their child. I'm a sucker for all things family, obviously, as a good Latina. And I just love the quality of their pieces. They're absolutely gorgeous. And there's a little bit of a twist in them. So we've got something that's obviously very south of France coded. However, they will introduce a little bit of an interesting twist on their pieces. So on this one particularly, they've gone for this lovely paillettes. And I love wearing sequins in my outfits, but I find that more often than not, they can sting a little bit. And on this particular occasion, it's not the case at all. They're super soft type of sequins. I keep petting them as if they were a little puppy. There's gonna be some pockets on the shorts. It's a lovely little set. And you can actually purchase it as separates as well. So that's very nice about it. Really, really like this. It would also look gorgeous as a sort of very nonchalant type of vibe in the south of France. I'm a big fan of the darts in Bermuda shorts. I think that changes the entire look of the piece. So just from having those little darts in here, it's gonna add a tiny bit of an extra formality to the really laid back piece and the laid back, you know, associated pattern. Loving this. And if it wasn't raining and I didn't already have a look that I was planning to wear for going to the museum a little bit later this afternoon, I would probably be wearing this. But yeah, it's a very nice sort of chilling type of look, comfortable, laid back, but you're also put together if you want to, you know, dash out of the door and be looking nice. Also something really, really lovely, I'm thinking, for those of you that work from home like Tristan and I do, because I mean, I think we're all guilty of sometimes when we're working from home, spending the day in our pajamas, which is nice. I mean, we're all love a pajama day, don't we? However, it is also nice to have these little options that are a little bit more put together when it comes to our looks. And then we can look nice, put together, and still feel comfortable while we're working from home. But then it's like, oh, I need to go get some water, or I need to go buy some tequila. Then you can easily do that, you know, and look very put together and not have to change. I'm always really happy when I find new brands that their quality impresses me. And it's also quite on the affordable end of things. So even a check on the other list as well. I don't know if you can tell, but there's definitely something forming up there. We are back from El Prado Museum, and oh my goodness, I feel like I need to go back there for 3 days on a row because it's been absolutely amazing. I have some family inside in our suite, and we're all just having coffee and whatnot. So we've been there chilling for a couple of hours, but I thought I'd come out to do a little bit of an outfit of the day, which I was hoping to film inside of the museum since I didn't see any sort of like no video, no photo thing. And I was getting a little bit of footage, nobody said anything. And the moment we were going to do that, they told us we shouldn't really be filming. So I thought, you know what, we'll do a little bit of an outfit of the day when I'm back, because I'm obsessed with this skirt. So maybe let's put down the bag, which you know her already. It's my Longchamp Épure, and it's one of my absolute favorite models to carry lately. And this is a skirt from Nocci. And this is what I meant. The brand has been revamping itself. So they're not doing only cashmere things. They're starting to introduce these really lovely cotton pieces. And I thought this skirt was a lovely little addition. I'm wearing it with my Chanel ballet flats in black. And I thought it would look lovely for a little date at the museum. I've married that with the Heaven Mayhem earrings, and I've got my Idyll necklace and the rest of the jewelry you've seen. I also did another bracelet, which I don't know if I showed you. This one's also from Zag, which is that same brand that I was wearing yesterday, the silver one. On the trends video I filmed recently, I called this type of thing that we're seeing a lot this spring summer, the arty crafty trend. It's not really called like that. It sounded a little bit funny, and it represents a little bit of what the trend is about, with this type of patterns in things, which I'm honestly very much liking. Then I put on just a silk cami with a little bit of lace in there. I thought it would look nice and not really distract from the centerpiece, which is obviously the skirt in today's look. I'm probably gonna start getting changed soon because we have dinner reservations with some friends. In any case, I want to spend a little bit more time with my godmother. So excited I got to see my godmother, who's also traveling in Madrid. We coordinated this so we would both be here at the same time. She actually lives in South America and she uses a walking stick, although today she was having a little bit of trouble and it was easier on a wheelchair. So I was carrying her around while we were seeing the artwork, and we had so much fun, honestly. At a point I had to remind myself that we were in a public space, and anyway, we weren't really running. I mean, okay, maybe once or twice, but hey, who's counting? In any case, we had a lovely time. Everyone was super courteous and helping with her as well. So very, very lovely day. So tempted to say good morning everybody, but it's not the morning, it's actually 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I think we left off at a restaurant yesterday. We had some tapas at a restaurant called Garellos with a couple of friends yesterday. It was very lovely, a very lovely evening, although we had to end up cutting it a little bit short because our friend is actually pregnant and she wasn't really having a good day. So we ended up skipping dessert altogether, walked back to the hotel, had a beautiful, beautiful walk back to the hotel. Honestly, the area, which is called Barrio de los Poetas, which would be the poets' neighborhood where this hotel is located, is absolutely stunning. We actually have a view to the Assemblée Générale from Spain. What would that be? I feel like all my cables and languages are getting mixed today. It's the Chamber of Representatives. That's what we have a view towards. So it's very calm, very safe, very lovely. We actually found a bakery that was open, I think like past midnight. We ended up getting some desserts in there. That was the end of our evening. And then today it's actually raining all day. So we've planned to do a shopping day. We did a little bit of shopping in the morning, although I didn't pick up the camera then. So I thought I'd show you what I ended up getting this morning, which was 2 of my favorite perfumes to have with me the moment spring summer comes. The first one I picked myself was Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate. This is an eau de cologne. The regulars on this channel will know already that I'm absolutely obsessed with this scent from the eau de cologne type of range that Hermès proposes, as well as with the eau de pamplemousse rose, which is just exquisite as well. Quite an unexpected scent, and yet it's so refined and refreshing at the same time. It's fruity, it's citrusy. I love that it combines the crisp sort of freshness of rhubarb with the tangy notes of lantana, enhanced with some notes of what I think is musk that will make it sort of linger and sustain all of the other notes. It's obviously one of the base layer notes, so not really what I'm smelling now, but I did spray on this a little bit earlier. I opened them, both of them, and then I was like, okay, let's show them. We are still gonna go shopping a little bit later, so don't worry. I'm taking you to the shops with me. I'm just showing you what I got this morning. In any case, to me, this scent is the perfect transition that goes from the colder months into spring. And it's gonna give you that sort of perfect way to evolve with the seasons, if that makes sense. If you're somebody that really likes to smell in tune with the weather, something like this for the passage between winter and spring is absolutely perfect. And then obviously you can very well wear it way into the warmer months as well. Let's get rid of that box already because we don't want to carry anything extra. I also picked myself a bottle of the Aqua Allegoria range by Guerlain. This is also one of my absolute all-time favorite scents to wear during a little bit of a warmer month, I would say. So Not particularly something I would wear at the beginning of spring, but the moment spring starts getting warmer and then way into summer, this is an absolute go-to for me. The Aqua Allegoria range has a lot of different scents. This particular one is Mandarin Basilic, which is the one I prefer. But I'm also a big fan of some of the other ones they have in this range, so I might pick something else this afternoon. It opens with a very sort of vibrant scent of clementine, juicy mandarin. There's a little bit of bitter orange in there as well. And then it's all softened by green tea. The heart will reveal a touch of basil, as its name says it, obviously. And then it's all sort of very harmonized with chamomile and peony, which make it perfect for spring summer. But then again, it's not a in-your-face floral scent, just like the other one. It's kind of a little bit more herbal. I do tend to gravitate towards notes like this the moment the weather starts to get a little bit warmer. It's been absolutely miserable since we arrived. It's been raining most of the time, which is fine. And we are actually having quite a lot of sun in Paris right now. But the sun's expected to be continued in Paris. So I guess when we head back there, it's still going to be nice. And that actually gives us the perfect excuse to go shopping. So I'm just going to pick myself some shoes. Give me your opinion on something. I'm wearing those silver earrings, right? Because I'm on this journey of let's inject a little bit more silver on my outfits, right? However, this shoes today, which you might have seen me get in our London vlog, which if you haven't watched, I'll leave linked up here for you. These are a pair of quilted leather moccasins with yellow gold turnlock hardware from Chanel. Now, very, very comfortable. I've walked kilometers and kilometers and kilometers a day on this ones on holiday in France, on days when I'm on a hurry. Like, it's just a really, really comfortable shoe, and it still makes you look like nice and sort of put together, which I really appreciate. But there is something on the back of my mind feeling a little bit like, due to the fact that this will be in gold and this will be in silver. I do like gold and silver mixed in jewelry over on the ring stack or something like that. But when it comes to different parts of the outfit, do you find that harmonious as well? Let me know your thoughts on that. It's actually raining so much outside. I'm feeling a little bit lazy about going out again. But I'd bring you to this beautiful sort of closed terrace area so we could do the outfit of the day here together. Right, so outfit of the day. Today I'm wearing this beautiful blouse I cannot seem to take off. This is from Massimo Dutti and I just love the way it drapes over the body. It's one of the trends we're seeing this spring summer. It just blends sensuality, a little bit of elegance, a little bit of a vintage flair. I'm loving it. And it's also really great if you want to go braless because you cannot really tell if you're wearing a bra or not. So it's just really, really comfortable. It's kind of one of those things that you just look really put together, but in reality, you feel as if you were wearing the top of your pajama, which I'm all about. And then I've got those same Jenny Bird earrings. My necklace is from a deal. You can tell it just sparkles so much. I'm obsessed with it. The rest of the jewelry is the one I usually wear. I think I'm gonna do 2 of these Zag silver and gold bracelets, and that will be the styling hack. Okay, I got it. That will mix gold on the Chanel shoes with the silver on the earrings. Okay, let me get those bracelets and let's see how that looks together. Got the bracelets here. So these ones are from Zag Jewelry. They're a Parisian, quite affordable actually, jewelry brand, which I've recently discovered and I'm obsessed with. They are very similar, but then this one will have that little ball in there, while this one just has a little sort of closure. And I think that's gonna be the styling hack. Ta-da-da! I love it when these things happen when it comes to styling, that you're just having a little doubt about something. This is what I should have done this morning. I should have put on the 2 bracelets in there together, sort of establish a connection between the silver on the top and the gold on the bottom, and then everything would have been ready. For my handbag, I was wearing the Longchamp one, which is the bag I've been carrying absolutely everywhere these days. And for my trousers, a very nice pair of wide Goelia, almost white ecru type of denim, but still a little bit more put together type of fabric, which I adore. They're a little bit darted. Oh, they're open too. That's why I feel so comfortable. Well, I still feel comfortable in them, but they're a little bit darted, which is just going to give them a tiny bit more formality, I would say. A little bit elegant, a little bit more put together, while still remaining, you know, having that I'm wearing PJs feeling without the look. It actually just stopped raining, and even if the weather says there's 50% of chance that it will rain again, it doesn't really look like it. So I think I'm gonna be a little bit risky and take my Hermès Kelly Elan handbag, which I think will look super cute. Hello there, we are back and getting ready for dinner, and I'm just trying on this beautiful dress by Not Cheap, but I'm having a little bit of doubts, not really about the dress, but just like the way I'm built and how it looks on me. I'm not quite certain yet, so perhaps it's just a matter of finding another earring, just maybe changing the belt that I married with it. There we go, now I'm happy with how it looks. I've married it with the Longchamp bag that I cannot seem to get my hands away from these days. And I've also married it with a pair of Chanel moccasins I was wearing earlier today. I've put on the Heaven Mayhem earrings and serpent style belt, and I really like how this looks. I haven't done any top up on my makeup these days, and by the way, I feel like I need to give a shout out to Charlotte Tilbury spray, you know, the fixing spray from Charlotte Tilbury. It's amazing. The only thing I'll reapply during the day is my lipstick, but I think it's just to have it, and it's also like I enjoy doing, you know, you like take out your lipstick and you go to the loo just to apply a little bit of it. It's like one of those rituals that I really enjoy. So there we go. It was really just a matter of bringing a little bit of light to the face. So it's crazy. It wasn't about the dress, it was about the face. Let's show you the total look. I'm feeling very Spanish on this look. I mean, I don't know. Are you getting the vibes? I think this is perfect for Madrid. Honestly, such a lovely one. And I think this same one in black would look absolutely stunning in spring nights in Paris.
Huevos revueltos, jamón ibérico, jugos. Un doble espresso, por favor.
Breakfast is here and it's looking lovely. Let me show you. It's not really breakfast, it's more like brunch, but we're gonna have some orange juice, fruits, a little bit of croissant, because I mean, who would Tristan be without his morning croissant? We've got a selection of cheeses, also very French influenced. My almond cappuccino, which they do so well in here. And then we've got a lovely hot dish in there. So we're gonna have some scrambled eggs, a little bit of Spanish Iberico ham, which I love. And the husband also ordered the same for his hot dish. And that will be it. We also have some chocolate in here that's not going to last very long. I don't think we've fully spoken today just yet, other than showing you what we had for brunch. We just shared it in here, shot a little something for Idil. As you can see, I have my lovely lab-grown diamond pieces here today with me, which you might have seen me unbox a couple of videos ago. However, I did have to hand in some work for them, so I ended up filming that today. And these are obviously the pieces I have, so it's the pieces I showed. I also shot my lovely Talia necklace, which I adore, with the Marquise diamonds in there. I shot my Leah add-on, all of my lovely studs. I have my other one right here with the 5 Marquise diamonds. I'm obsessed with these pieces. They just shine so much. They're so gorgeous. And now the husband's gonna head to one of his best friend's house, who actually lives in Madrid, and he's gonna have a little playtime with his baby. So they're gonna have a fun time together with, is Anna gonna be there?
Because we were talking about going to the stadium, so maybe we can
You're gonna take the baby to the stadium? They might go to the stadium and they might take the baby with them. I don't know if you can go to the stadium with a baby, honestly. But there's Real Madrid and someone playing today, so they might head there. I have another little piece of content to shoot for a couple of brands, and then I'm gonna head to see one of my girlfriends who we actually saw a couple of nights ago already, but now it's just gonna be us girls. And so I'm looking really forward to that. And yeah, that's what's in store for today. Let me see if with the light in the terrace, you can see a little bit better what I meant about the sparkle that these pieces have. We were saying with Tristan a little bit earlier that the outside terrace they have in here is just wonderful. ¿Te vas? Te quiero. Mucho, estás muy lindo. Chao, mi amor. He was actually the one helping me shoot a lot of that content. So yeah, I'm very happy I have a husband that's so supportive with what I do as a job. I think husband forgot something. ¿Qué te olvidaste? ¿Qué te olvidaste? ¿Tu tarjeta de identidad? Ah, está bien. For today's outfit of the day, I am wearing a lovely, lovely ensemble from one of my absolute favorite brands. This one is by Sœur, which means sister in French, and it's a brand I adore. And coincidentally, they have a dress called Uruguay and another dress called Pia. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds? Trousers are a little bit on the larger end of things. So in case you're looking to get this pair as well, I got them on a 36, which would be a small, which is the size I normally go for, and they're a tiny bit large on me. So I would say you can size down on the trousers. The top fit perfectly. I took an S as well, and it fit just as fine. My fave pair of Arcade ballet flats, and I've got, I don't think I showed you this actually, but I've got a set of do nails. These are the same ones I wore for London, which I thought are so fun. And since the outfits are a little bit more polished for Madrid this time, I thought a funky, fun set of nails would be lovely. And yeah, that will be the little finished look for the day. Finished shooting all of my work, and I thought I'd show you. I picked to marry the set with my Kelly Elan. I thought it would look lovely with the Arcade sandals. And then for sunnies, I've got my Celine sunnies. They just play really nicely with that vintage flair that the outfit naturally has. So yeah, that will be now the finished outfit of the day. Good morning, everybody. I don't really remember where we left off yesterday, but I did take like 1 or 2 days sort of of vlogging. But today is our last full day in Madrid. We actually leave tomorrow morning. So we decided to spend it with the family. Traditionally, we're gonna head to my cousin's house for some delicious homemade barbecue. After having been here for 3 or 4 times, it's actually quite lovely to still have, you know, things to discover. It was our first time at the Prado Museum. It's gonna be our first time today at La Mallorquina, which is actually a pretty famous and iconic pastry shop in here. It's got like over 100 years, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like from the 19th century, actually. I'm just gonna use some of my Merit goodies. However, I feel like I've become completely addicted to the Armani Luminous Glow Concealer. It's just such a good concealer, honestly. They are married with the Merit foundation. It's actually not really a foundation, it's the Minimalist. Yeah, Perfecting Complexion Stick. And this is really interesting because it's gonna double as a concealer or a sort of very light foundation. It's something to kind of even out your skin tone. For the Merit bronzer, I actually use it in the shade Sen. What I enjoy about it is that it's gonna give a really, really sort of look to the bronzing area. There we go, that's it, finished. Do we like it? We are in love with this hotel. Beyond the fact that the aesthetic is very us, the people are what make the difference, always, as with everything in life. People will make the difference. And then here, they've been just beyond lovely, honestly. This dark Merit blush is what got me back into blushes lately. And it's just a lovely sort of very deep berry shade. It works really well with my complexion. At least that's what I think. I mean, you might tell me otherwise. I don't know, I quite enjoy it. Just a tiny hint of color. It looks really deep, but when you put it on and you stump it a little bit like that, it's just a tiny wash of color, sort of like a very subtle flush. I feel like I always say, I really like this, I really like that. I mean, I wouldn't show you anything that I didn't really like. Who needs that negativity in their life, right? Now, this is the Cava shade of the highlighting stick. It's called the Day Glow. It's also by Merit. Once again, it goes into that sort of wet look type of finish once you apply it. It's almost as if you've drenched the high points of your face in a tiny bit of like crystallized water. Do you know what I mean? It's all very glowy, all very walking up, and it's all very, very light. In person, this makeup looks really light. For mascara, I've brought my Rare Beauty one, which has a very thick type of brush. And I've also brought my Armani one, which has a thin sort of like really get in between your lashes type of brush. Also, I regret so much not taking you there the other day. We went for dinner in a place called Astor. On one of the days we took it off completely as a sort of day date with Tristan. We did a little bit of shopping. We did a little bit of like going out for dinner. I think it was the day I was wearing the green dress, which I ended up showing you. Even if I didn't bring you with me along to every single activity, I'll make sure to leave a little list of our faves and everything I would highly advise, you know, having a look at. Or if you guys are coming to Madrid anytime soon and you are in need of some dresses. Oh, how good is this mascara? I mean, my eyelashes are almost inexistent, but when I wear this mascara, it looks like I have some. Now let's go in with this Galan color, which is my absolute go-to during spring summer, moody shade, and it's also really perfect for on the go because it comes with a little mirror in it. And now let's top it all up with a little bit of lip oil. Which one should I do? Let's do this one by Rare Beauty. I think I've noticed that the way I enjoy using this ones the most will be as if they were sort of lip toppers, lip glosses type of situation. It's got a sort of minty type of finish. There we go. That's the lippies and the makeup done. Oh yes, let's stop waffling. Let's finish getting myself ready. Very simple outfit of the day today. I've got some Arcade denim. These are really, really comfortable. They're my travel denim. They're everything I'll wear on planes. I love them. And they're perfect for a chilled Sunday type of look. Now this is a silk cami. I've got my Massimo Dutti sort of, what would that be? Kate inspired belt, let's say. And I think I'm gonna add a sweater because it's quite chilly outside. I quite like that you can see the idol necklace in there between the clavicle bones. Attitude Sur handbag, you know, to keep it very family oriented, very Uruguayan. No, honestly, it's just because I'm carrying a lot of stuff and this bag will carry a lot of stuff. So that's great. I'm also doing some Celine sunnies and that will be it for today's little outfit of the day. Oh, the ballet flats. These ones are from Arcade actually. Really, really comfortable ballet flats that you can walk miles in and still feel a little bit cushioned in, which is how I like my ballet flats to be.
My business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why